Good evening again, this is VJ Franz K. A used unboxing because I bought this quite a while ago, but I still have the box. You know, I keep my stuff in good condition and you should too, because then it will reward you by not breaking. Open this box again, relive happy memories of the past. So anyway, one night I went into Noisebug, and I wasn't particularly planning on buying anything really, and just trying out new products and things like that, and they had recently released the Akai XR20 Beat Production Center. Now the thing is, it's called the XR20, but you should know that it is really like a junior MPC, excuse me. Now, you know, not totally wrapped up the way it used to be, but, you know, still your standard stuff inside here. The unit, oh look, they customized it from, no, I did that myself. And an AC adapter, and a manual, which of course we tech heads love to ignore, right? Just kidding. You should probably read the manual, especially on complicated products. But anyway, one of the reasons why you may not use that AC adapter that much is because batteries. That's right, it runs on batteries, and that's one of my favorite parts about this unit. I love to, you know, take the jam to the people, or whatever you would call it. You know, go outside or on the stage and stuff like that. And of course, Eneloop batteries, which I always recommend. And close this up, and let's go ahead and plug this in and show you all about it. Because the reason why I suddenly bought it, even when I didn't expect to, was the fact that it was just so easy to use, so fun. And it's not a sampler per se, it's a rompler. It comes loaded with 700 and something sounds in it. And they are produced by real hip-hop producers. I think it might have been Chronic Music in LA or something like that. But anyway, they do have really good sounds built right in. So actually, if you're just jumping into hip-hop, you might just want to purchase this machine, because you know, it's already loaded with all sorts of wonderful stuff, and I'll show you and let you hear that. Alright, let's power this unit on. First off, you notice the brilliant blue LED illumination. That's rather cool. So let's go ahead and just hit the play button. Hey, some instant cool hip-hop beats right there, you know? It's got a whole bunch of patterns already built in, and then a whole bunch of space for you to make your own patterns too. So, you know, either way, you're ready to go right out of the box. And let me show you the basics of this unit. It's 01A. So let's start it. Just listen to that authentic hip-hop quality. It's the real deal. So here's the basics of how to operate it. Now, any of you who have seen MPC before know that these pads are triggers for drums, and they are velocity sensitive, even though I may have actually turned off the velocity sensitivity on this. But if you hit them harder, it's louder. Or you can change it, you know, you could make it, if you hit it harder, it's softer. Anyway, so basically, you got a bunch of different sounds inside these pads. And back to the pattern here. Now, in this particular unit, there are 3 sections. So you can turn on and off each one of these 3 parts separately. Right now, we're only hearing the drums. Hold the note repeat button, and you've got perfect timing, see? It rounds off your button presses to whatever values you select, so you can improv on the beats right there. Here's the second section. Now, we have our drums, we also have our one-shots, so let's hear the one-shots. They're like those little samples that you grab from vinyl or something like that, or just wherever, So the third section that we have to deal with is the synth, which is usually, you know, in hip-hop used to be a bass line or something like that. Here. But, you know, it can be anything. It can be a bass line, it can be a lead line, it can be a lead line and a bass line. Now I'd like to call your attention to these other two buttons, though. You'll notice how a lot of songs, they have a verse and they have a chorus, right? And they thought of you when they made this, because you see the A button is lit up, but if I hit the B, it's gonna go to the B section. Which is different. So you can go back and forth between the A and B section as you want. You know, still turning on and off your three sections as you wish. And in addition to that, you also have this fill button. And when you hit the fill button, it'll skip from this to that, but with a special section that is an intro or outro. So listen. There's that outro, and now we're back to A. And the thing is, when you are programming your own beats, you get to program your own A section, you get to program your own B section, and you get to program the fill that goes from A to B, and the fill that goes from B to A. So technically, each pattern has 4 different parts that you can switch back and forth from. And if you're a producer or performer or whatever you're doing, that's a lot of stuff, you know. You can make a really, what I usually produce is down-tempo techno electronica and stuff like that, but a lot of that overlaps with hip-hop actually. And more and more these styles are sort of crossing over. That's part of why I wanted to get this machine, just to help me do that, but this is a beat that I made, just using this machine.